It's time now for Voices of the Region when we hear a report from an area journalist about stories making news. Our guest this week is Danielle Kaeding from Wisconsin Public Radio.
Several power providers hope to begin construction next spring on a roughly $700 million gas-fired power plant in Superior, and that's despite regulatory hurdles and opposition from environmental and tribal groups. Duluth-based Minnesota Power signed a labor agreement with the Northern Wisconsin Building and Construction Trades Council, and the utility is working with La Crosse-based Dairyland Power Cooperative and a North Dakota subsidiary to build the Nemadji Energy Center, or NTEC, in Superior. The president of the Northern Wisconsin Trades Council says the project would create 350 jobs during peak construction. Environmental and indigenous groups oppose the project. The Sierra Club said the plant's emissions would cost $2 billion in climate damages, and that would be through 2040. And they've been urging utilities to pursue cleaner alternatives like battery storage, wind, and solar. The facility's owners, however, say that they think that natural gas is necessary to meet demand as they shift to renewable energy, and they've been looking at other sources like hydrogen, which would be possible, they say, in the future, but not now. There's still a comment period, though, that's ongoing through the middle of September for this proposed project and its latest environmental review. And people can find information about that review on the USDA's website for the Rural Utilities Service. Recently, a distressed northern Wisconsin town received a roughly $600,000 loan from the State Public Lands Board, and that loan aims to ease financial challenges after a federal court ruled last year that tribal properties can't be taxed on some reservation lands. And if you recall, this was a lawsuit that was brought in 2018 in federal court by 4 northern Wisconsin tribes, including the Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior Chippewa and the Bad River Band of Lake Superior Chippewa. And the decision that came down from a federal appeals court meant removing tribal residents from the tax rolls in the town of Sanborn, which lies entirely within the Bad River Reservation. And that caused taxes to skyrocket for remaining residents. The loan that's been issued will help refund tribal members who paid taxes under protest while that ruling was pending. And the town's chair, Luis Salas, says the loan provides financial stability for the town. They think that it should make the community feel better about the future of the town moving forward with, the increased tax rate that remaining residents have seen. And he also said that they hope that they can start mending fences because this has created a lot of tension. For tribal members, the court ruling was a win for treaty rights, but it also sparked concerns and tension and anger as tax bills doubled for non-tribal members. Earlier this month, parts of Douglas and Bayfield counties along Lake Superior reached the exceptional drought category from the U.S. Drought Monitor. And that's the first time that any part of Wisconsin has received the highest rating since that monitor was first created in 2000. While areas of the state have seen moderate to heavy rain in recent weeks, the National Weather Service says it's unlikely to reverse drought conditions. They said a very wet period for a month or two would be needed to really make a turn on these drier conditions. And according to the National Weather Service office in Duluth, many rivers in Bayfield, Douglas, and Ashland counties are currently less than the 10th percentile of their normal stream flow, with several rivers at an all-time low stream flow. And that includes the Nemadji River in Superior and also the Tyler Forks River in northwestern Wisconsin. And in Douglas County, farmers have been reporting reduced yields on crops, less water in ponds and creeks, and even purchasing hay to make up for the loss of pasture. So the drought conditions this year have been significant,